What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be working on the hatch. I have Brent with me to help. The transmission is coming out once again, and it's for a good reason. So we plan on bringing the hatch down to Cletus and Cars November 10th, and currently I don't have a truck or trailer, and we thought it would be a fun idea to just drive the hatch all the way down there. 30-hour drive. We're just gonna send it. So obviously she has a dog box in there right now. We don't want to put a whole bunch of mileage on that thing, so we are going to pull the nice transmission back out of it, and then we have a bone stock Prelude transmission right here that we're going to toss in it just so we can make the journey down to Florida. And then once we get out there, we're going to put the dog box back in it, race the car. Hopefully we can get her in the 9s, just have some good passes, have fun. Our plan for right now is to find a truck once we get down there so that we can leave the hatch altogether once we put the dog box back in it in Florida. I'm gonna be buying Cletus's old trailer, so if we can find a truck on the way or down in Florida, that would be perfect because we can drive the hatch out there, race it, get a truck, get the trailer, and then just drive it all back. That's the plan for right now. At least we might find a truck before then, and if we do, we might just trailer the hatch from here all the way out there if we happen to find one locally. But we are gonna go ahead and change the transmission out today because we still plan on driving it. So we wanna have it ready, and when we go out to World Cup, we're not gonna have any time to work on the hatch when we get back. We're going to have to leave the next day after we get back from World Cup. So we need to make sure the hatch is ready to go before we even head out to Maryland. It's definitely gonna be a long journey for the hatch, but I think it will prove that it's still a street car. Put her up to the test. Yeah. Like, it's gonna be fun.
Be epic. Amazing.
I mean, I think it'll make it too. I'm not too worried about it.
2,000 miles on a 700 plus horse Honda Civic.
And the motor's been ran through pretty hard.
Yeah. Yep.
I think she'll do all right.
I think she'll do great.
And if something breaks.
Yeah. We got time and all you guys out there to help us.
Yeah, we might need some help if something breaks. Yeah, and this is still the same motor that I put together like over a year ago. Ever since that one piston melted when that injector failed. Oh, yeah. So she's still holding up. And now she's about to go on a 2,000 mile road trip across the country.
Epic. And then if it runs 9s.
Yeah, that would be the icing on the cake.
Pablo,
we drive it all the way down, run a 9, maybe run it with Pablo. We're straight going roadkill status on it.
Straight roadkill status.
Road killing it. Yeah, we're gonna get this transmission thrown in real quick. All right, so we just got the dog box pulled out. We had to swap over the shift cable bracket, this motor mount, and the speed sensor over to the stock transmission, also the throwout bearing. And this one's ready to go in. And we're just gonna clean this one up, wrap it up, and that's gonna be chilling in the back of the hatch while we drive it out.
Epically drive out.
All right, so we got the stock transmission put into the hatch, and we were in the process of getting everything put back together. And as you can tell, we don't have the turbo and manifold on the car anymore. As we were putting everything back together, I noticed a really bad crack on the wastegate, right where it connects to the collector. So it goes almost all the way around, and you can actually grab the dump tube and flex it. Look at that. I can open up the crack a little bit.
Oh yeah,
it's
look bad. How bad that is right there. Oh wow,
it's a good one.
Dang, how'd you go 148?
Yeah, and it went 148 like that. So losing some exhaust through that.
The boost surges like crazy.
Yeah, that could be affecting it.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna go ahead and run another bead over that crack, and hopefully it holds up for the trip. I would also like to drill some holes right at the end of the crack to help keep it from spreading, but it's really hard to drill through. This is stainless and the crack goes pretty deep, so I don't even think I can reach the end of it with a drill bit. So for right now, I'm just gonna have to go over it and hope it holds. I'm just gonna weld it really hot. Definitely sucks that it cracked. This is the first manifold I've ever made, and it's held up for a good amount of time, but looks like we're gonna have to do a little bit of a repair on it. I'm gonna have to pull the turbo off to get up under there where these nuts are. And yeah, we'll see how long it holds up. The backside's pretty bad.
Damn.
Just gotta go over it and hope it holds.
Yeah. Maybe find something to brace it with too, just to...
I think you'll be alright. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe adding like a little gusset.
Yeah, a little
like
gusset
from here to here.
Sure wouldn't hurt.
Like right
Just
there.
take some weight off of it.
But then, if it does crack...
this like hitting the hood or something stupid, you know, putting a little bind on it.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. This hits the hood like crazy.
That's what it is, yeah. That's how, and that's probably why the crack started here.
Yep, yeah, this is also cracked right here. A little bit on the dump tube. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it's because I put that new mount on it in the back and the new exhaust housing, and it moved all this off a little bit, so then the hood hits on that dump tube pretty bad. So it's probably putting a lot of stress on it.
And well, the thing is, this thing gets glowing, right? Like it's hot, and then something's pressing on it, so you got two things that are...
That makes a lot more sense now, honestly. Because that's something I did recently, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's been holding up fine.
Right. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. The camera does it barely justice for how much light is really coming in here.
There's a lot of light going in there.
There's a lot of light.
Look at that. Oh, that's a better angle. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
It's a lot of boost we're losing.
Yeah. Well, things happen.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
It does.
That dump hits hard. That's the first time that gate's been off, I think, ever since I put it together.
Man, and the tune-up I got in this thing right now with it fixed. What?
Oh yeah, we never even got to do the next pass that you claimed would be 150 plus.
Yeah.
And now with that fixed, it might be even more. So I just ran a few beads over that crack, got it all the way around. We'll see how long that lasts. Hopefully it holds up for the trip, and hopefully it holds up for the race as well. But we'll obviously check it once we get out there. But I think it should do all right. I ran 3 total beads. There's one under those 2 right there, and I laid them in there pretty hot. So right now it's cooling off, and we'll get the wastegate put back on, get the dump tube put back on. Then we can start throwing everything back together. And then the hatch will be pretty much ready to go. Well, the hatch is all back together with a stock transmission. So now we can get the dog box all wrapped up, put it in a box, and put it in the back to bring it with us. But we won't put it in obviously just yet. We still have some more things we have to do to the hatch, but we got a lot done today. Swapping the transmission out was the main thing that we needed to do. We also got the manifold fixed.
Yeah, that was a good find. That was really, especially how bad it was.
It was really bad.
I couldn't believe it, how much light was even coming through the cracks. How did we go that fast?
I don't know.
Right?
It was leaking bad.
How much faster can it go?
But that was our first day prep for the hatch, getting it ready for the drive to Florida. And yeah, we went and drove it around, took it to Walmart. Everything's all good. I'm actually getting ready to do an oil change on the S14 because I'm gonna go take that thing out tonight, cruise it around. We still have some more things to do on it in the next coming days. We need to wire up like a cigarette lighter so we can charge our phones. Oh, we need to put it on 91.
Yeah, we'll do that on the way. That's not big
That's
deal.
easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
And then figure out a walkie-talkie setup or something.
We can talk to each other.
Because I feel like after a while that's gonna get annoying.
Yeah.
Listening to the pump and the hood exit.
I say 10-4 a lot, so.
10-4. Roger that.
Over and out.
Got a lot done on her today, but yeah, we have to have it ready by the time we fly out to World Cup, like I said, so we got time.
Yep, until we don't.
Yeah, until we don't.
Yeah, it's our lives. Got time until it's gone.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Yeah, no problem.
And we will continue on the hatch in the next couple days. All right, guys, so I'm picking up right where we left off with the hatch about a couple days ago. As you guys saw, me and Brent got the dog box pulled out of the hatch and we put a stock transmission back into it to get it ready for this road trip all the way down to Florida. Oh, there he is.
What's up, man?
I was just about to get another clip.
Very cool.
You like those bad girls?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Those are perfect.
She should cruise.
I brought an inverter thing to test too.
Oh, like to plug it in?
Yeah, plug in. It actually ties to the battery.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured those should bring the RPM down a little bit.
Yeah.
Those are over 26 inches tall. Like 26 and a half.
Good. Like those just go down the highway going. Yeah, those look great.
I guess that's like what's standard on a CRV.
Perfect.
So
you know it's good.
we're ready to rock.
Yeah.
And I got my matching rotas again.
Yeah. Whoa. It's gonna look so boss.
Well, Brent just showed up, but as I was saying, we also got the manifold fixed and got it all back together. We went and drove the car around, and she's driving great, but we're not quite done with it yet. We were gonna continue on it yesterday, but we didn't do any work on the hatch yesterday because we just got word that we closed on that new shop, as you guys already saw. So we were over messing with that. We actually moved a couple things over there already. I took the shopping go-kart, and I had this little fire pit I made in my welding class. We took that already. Also drove the S14 over there, dropped it off. You guys will see that a little bit later. But we are working on the hatch today because we have to have it ready by the end of today because we fly out tomorrow for World Cup, and then when we get back, we're gonna need to be able to hop in it and go to Florida right when we get back. We're not gonna have any more time to work on it. We might have a little time in the morning, but we pretty much need it already today. So I went and got some new tires mounted on my old Rotas. These had the M&H slicks or the radials on them, and those were completely worn out, and I ended up just getting some regular tires. These are just a 215/70 tire. I wanted to make sure we got a really tall tire because something we found out when we went and drove the hatch around the other day is that the transmission in there is definitely out of like a Honda Prelude, and it's geared really high. So 5th gear, like 75 miles an hour, it's right around 4,000 RPM, and you can definitely hear the motor working harder than it needs to be just cruising. And if we're gonna drive it like that for almost 30 hours, it's gonna get a little annoying. So I got some taller tires. Those are much taller than the little ones that are on there right now. So that's also part of the reason why it's so high in the RPM, is because those guys are tiny. So we got some taller tires. That should bring our RPMs down. And then I also went and picked up some oil, got 12 quarts of Schaefer's, so we have enough to do a oil change right now with one oil filter. And then when we get out there, I plan on doing another oil change because it's gonna have another 2,000 miles on it once we get out there.
It's time to change it. Yeah.
So I have enough oil for 2 oil changes, and that will be ready to go. We'll get the tires on, and then we also need to figure out something with the cigarette lighter. I have all the stock interior pieces on my wall over here. Sorry for the mess. It's all buried under here somewhere, but I have like the stock center console piece with the cigarette lighter. We need to get that plugged back in so we can charge our phones. Brent just brought this inverter. We might be able to run some laptops and stuff off of it if it works. But yeah, and then one other thing. Oh, there it is. You found it. Yep. And then another thing I just remembered is you told me I need to get an alignment. We're obviously not gonna have enough time for that right now, but I was thinking maybe I can schedule one while we're out and get one the morning we have to leave. Yeah. We'll get it and then just take off.
Yeah.
And go from there.
Or out there.
Yeah, or yeah, when we get there we could get one too. So, and then what else? Is that pretty much it? And then we need to put it on 91, but we can do that on the way. We'll just bring the laptop and tune for it.
Tune while we drive.
I think that's about it.
Good gas mileage. We'll work on it.
Yeah. She's definitely going to be going on an adventure.
What an adventure, man. Is this real right now? It's crazy.
Hopefully she makes it. What do you guys think? I think she will make it. One way or another, she's making it.
Channel started with her. She's going to go all the way.
She's going to make it. The hatch hasn't been on a road trip before.
Well, that doesn't work.
That thing doesn't work. It just popped and started smoking. She's fried, huh?
She's cooked. I think we popped a couple capacitors. Oh well. Well, that doesn't work.
Plan B. I think I have like a single one that just plugs into the cigarette lighter.
Well, I was trying
That's a big girl.
I was trying to think of how to do it for all your stuff.
I'll be alright. As long as we can charge our phones.
Phones and cameras. Those are the things.
Yeah, that's true, but I figured we could charge enough before the trip. I have enough batteries to last.
Yeah, that's true. You turn it, you know.
And then if we stay one night at a hotel or something.
Yeah, we can always cycle them. That's a nice looking wheel.
The new ones.
Oh man. Whoa. Whoa.
That's quite a bit taller.
Quite a bit.
So that should definitely bring the RPMs down quite a bit.
Yeah, instead of sitting at 4,000 RPM at 75 miles an hour.
If you guys have a Civic or something and you don't want to change the whole training out for your gearing, just get some bigger tires.
Just get bigger tires.
It might look funny, but it works.
Yeah. I bet you that tire will still hook and book too.
Probably.
Yeah. Just because of the mass, yeah.
It's gonna look like it has my radials back on it, but it's just a normal little tire.
Yeah.
Got these for like 50 bucks.
Century.
Dude, those are massive.
They're great.
They barely fit. But I think we'll be alright.
To spare. Yeah. Isn't that stance? Whatever?
Yeah, I think so.
That stance life, does it pass the shoe test?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah, this side's a little closer because it like has a little bend in the fender right here. So that's really close, but I think it'll be alright. It all flexes.
Look at this thing.
And I already had to cut the bumper to fit the other ones.
Man, it's gonna ride so nice though with that big old sidewall. I got feel
Hell yeah.
it looks great.
And the wheels match again. She looks good. From Colombia.
Yeah, it says it right here.
Hell yeah, that's sick. Little turtle bottle opener.
That's totally caught.
He knows I love my turtles. Thank you.
Yeah, that's sick.
That's sick. Alright, so we just got a fresh oil change on the hatch, got the new tires on. We're gonna take it over to the new shop real quick. Gonna show my buddy Nick the shop. But yeah, I also wanna see how well these tires do at highway speeds. And yeah, we'll be on our way. So we're cruising at 75 miles an hour right now, and the hatch is right at 3,500 RPM, whereas before it was a little over 4,000, and it definitely sounds way more relaxed right now, not as high in the RPMs. So those tires dropped it a good 600 to 700 RPM, and it's gonna be a lot nicer to cruise it like that all the way out for sure. And also these bigger tires puts my speedo way off.
Yeah, and I was moving, they were on these little yellow crate things, and I was straight picking them up and moving them around.
Yeah.
And I'd never noticed, and then they saw them, they're like, yeah, they were on those. I was like, oops.
Yeah, we definitely have to keep an eye out for black widows. Forgot about this guy. Left him overnight, but she's still alive. Go let her go outside far away from the shop.
Yeah.
Because wasn't Jamie talking about bug bombing this place?
Yeah. Yeah, bug bombing, and then I just take her out to one of the turkey sheds.
Yeah, I can make a new nest over there.
Yeah.
There's probably quite a few more in here. All right, I just got back from the shop. We didn't film too much while we were over there. We do have quite a bit of shop content for you guys. That will be in another video. But yeah, got back in the hatch. She's driving great. And we pretty much have everything ready to go for the trip out to Florida. And we leave tomorrow to World Cup. So this will be the last video you guys will see for a little bit. I'll probably throw something together from the shop stuff that we just did yesterday. Like I said, didn't do too much though, so we were just kind of working on that little oil drain or the oil pit thing. We were flipping the grate, making that flush, if you guys remember. So that's all we really worked on for the first day at the shop, but I'll make a separate video about that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So once we get back from World Cup, we're gonna hop in the hatch and head over to Florida for Cletus and Cars. That's on November 10th. So be sure to come out, say hi, and we will have a little bit of shop content coming out, and then whatever we do at World Cup, I'm sure we'll film something as well. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight, guys, and as always, thanks for watching. You can see the...
Oh my gosh.
I haven't seen a black widow in so long.
I don't think I've ever seen one.
Most
see
pretty bellies ever.
The hourglass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're like the most beautiful spider.
I used to have a pet one, and I'd feed it crickets.
What?
Gorgeous.